identity politics has gone completely nuts. I mean, I said last night, for instance, that China would be laughing at how the West has let this idiocy of identity politics make us weaker and weaker. But I left out one amazing sign of this decline that really would have China's military thinking, oh boy, this is going to be too easy. The US last Saturday launched a new warship named after gay rights campaigner Harvey Milk, who for all his good work, and no doubt there was a lot of good work there, also when he was 33 had a relationship with a disturbed 16-year-old boy who'd run away from home. And that boy later killed himself. But now, never mind, Harvey Milk has a Navy ship named after him. Very strange. But here's more identity politics closer to home. It's from Kmart. I said Target before, I meant Kmart. Actually, a TikTok video to supposedly sell its clothes, but maybe I'm just guessing there. Have a look.
Yeah, I'm going in, baby. Yeah, I'm trying to win, baby. Yeah, you know the biz, baby. Yeah, you know the biz, baby. The way we win, it ain't fair. But hey, do I care? Do I care? I'ma just do my thing, do my thing, do my thing. I'ma just live my life, live my life, live my life. I'ma do what I want.
Hey, dance is all right, but joining me is Bella Brera, Director of the Foundations of Western Civilization Program at the Institute of Public Affairs. Bella, it's great to see you again, but please answer this thing that's puzzling me. What is actually being sold here? Is it the clothes or something else?
That's a very good question, Andrew. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think, look, it could be the green plastic chair in the background or dog kennels for all you know, watching this ad. But the problem is that, you know, the advertising is no longer about selling products. It's no longer about selling clothes or razors or chocolate bars. It's about selling ideas. It's about changing the way people think. It's called purpose-driven advertising. It's trying to change people's perceptions of reality and how they view the world. It's got nothing to do with selling products. And it's failing. It's actually not working. The most popular ad that's been on in Britain for the last 5 years is about a carrot called Kevin who keeps getting lost in the snow. But people aren't buying things because they're woke ads, and you know it just doesn't work. And it's got nothing to do with selling products anymore. It's got nothing to do with advertising.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure who the target market is there, but there you go. Bearded guys who wear dresses. So, well, good luck. How many of them would they sell? I'm not quite sure that Kmart would be the place where they'd go anyway for but what do I know? Microsoft is also into this identity politics, though, Bella. This is from one of Microsoft's big presentations. It's Microsoft staff introducing themselves to the audience. Here they go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Godilla. I'm a Caucasian woman with long blonde hair, and I go by she, her. I'm a product marketing lead here at Microsoft and co-host of the podcast Security Unlocked with this guy.
Yes, that would be me. Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Fillingham. I'm a Caucasian man with glasses and a beard. I go by he, him, and I'm a security evangelist here at Microsoft.
I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt, khaki pants.
Now, Bella, speaking as a Caucasian, you know, sort of Dutch background, he, him, Microsoft says it was doing this to help out the blind. But why is stating your race and your gender pronouns relevant in discussing tech issues?
Well, it's completely irrelevant. This is just massive wokeness on a level that I've never seen before. You know, you think you reach peak woke and then you see something like this and you realize that you haven't. And it's just really unbelievable, and it's embarrassing. It's the most cringeworthy thing I've seen on television for a long time. But, you know, it's this fixation on our gender and our race is just so shallow and it's so superficial. And it's absurd, really. It's reducing human beings to just sort of physical characteristics, and it really does do us a disservice. And this is the problem with identity politics. It's just so superficial. And I really think that these people are going to be very embarrassed in 5 years' time when they have to pretend that they had nothing to do with this crazy rogue movement and someone plays them this footage, it's going to be very hard to explain.
Yeah, I actually think there's something else going on too, of course, that it's really a code. You know, they know the code. You got to do a certain number of passwords, and the passwords, you know, I'm a Caucasian or I'm an Asian, I'm a he, she, or whatever it is. You do it. You've ticked all the boxes, and you've demonstrated that you're part of the club. And a year from now, there'll be a different code. It's like the way the alphabet, you know, LGBTQ, keeps adding new letters there to trick people up, to show, you know, divide people into those in the club and those out of the club. So this will change. Next year, it'll be a different fashion. Now, but this obsession with self and with identity also comes with an exaggerated fear of hurting all these egos on display. In fact, the ABC is now protecting footballers from being fat-shamed. Have a listen.
Concerns over body shaming has seen the AFL force clubs to drop a standard screening test used for decades.
A couple of months ago, the AFL officially banned Skinfold tests. It's raising eyebrows amongst a lot of recruiters. Now, AFL sources have confirmed the tests, which essentially measure body fat, are now off limits due to well-being grounds.
Well, personally, as not just the white Caucasian and all that kind of stuff, but as a rather chubby guy, I kind of like skin folds being ruled out. I don't like that. But this has not gone down well with many footballers, Bella. Former Richmond champion Matthew Richardson, for instance, says the whole skin fold test ban is ridiculous. As a professional athlete, you should have to be able to meet certain fitness requirements. What do you think? Is it too mean and damaging to suggest the professional footballer should be fit and not fat?
Oh, look, it's ridiculous. If you're going to be a professional footballer, obviously you can't be obese. You've got to be fit. You've got to be able to play the game. I'm no expert on AFL, but even I know that you can't be sort of morbidly obese and trying to win a game at the MCG. But on the other side of things, the AFL is probably one of the wokest sports in the world at the moment, and maybe it would be a bit more interesting if they let some of the fatter men on the pitch. Maybe we should mix it up a bit. And if they allow fat people, what about allowing 5'0", small women with dark brown hair who use the she pronouns?
Maybe I could play in the grand final.
I could play in the grand final next year.
I didn't know that was a big ambition. How about that? Well, I'm going to agitate for it now. I'm going to agitate for it. Oh, well, thank you. On TV too. Who would have known? Bella de Brera, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.